So when you hear Moors that's telling you that's an irrevocable trust that existed before their grandparents can be rated by the current United States, when everything that existed in the old United States was frozen and reserved for the original National Republic, so much so that they had to put our seal back on their money, in which now they have to reorganize their entire structure, where their president now is only supposed to serve for really 3.5 or 4 years. This nigga gonna serve for 12 years, this FDR, for 12 years with polio to get this thing right, to establish a new deal for you to now deal with. But 3 days after the bankruptcy, the first thing that they put out was something to represent that you were exempt from what they was putting down on everybody else. By 33, they was totally bankrupt. By 34, they're in the war. They're in the war in 34. They've been fighting the war from 34 to 45. They're done. The only reason why they had money was because they funded the Nazis by taking them out of Montauk Point, sending them over there as a political party, getting this dude to front it, getting what's his name in them to write all of the words and stuff, prop them up, Obama them out, and then burn the Reichstag, and then that was it. They was basically destroyed from World War I. So how they rebuild their whole country in 5 years? The whole country ain't do that. Who paid for that? Where'd the money come from? When everybody was dissing them for losing the war. Because they lost, that's what had the Turks wind up losing by 1913. So 3 days after they declared the bankruptcy, they put something out to look out for the Moors, but they put it out in Philadelphia because that was the last capital that they knew that we was in. Because they got to keep the real Mecca, which is Chicago, secret, because they've been having Geneva conferences ever since 28 to figure out how they're going to deal with that. So the League of Nations is set up, and they're trying to flip that. But Selassie is like, and John Nichols is like, nah, this is going to take my sovereignty and make me like I got to be in allegiance with him when I got my own thing. And then Raza Lula is like, nah, this is what we're supposed to do. But he's like, nah, so we're going to have Ethiopia. We're going to have everybody in Ethiopia speaking Ge'ez. That's going to be our national language. And the prophet's like, cool, do that, but we all got to have a central accord. So that's why when you look at the newsreels and the photographs of the League of Nations, you see all of these Moors there. You see all these dark-skinned Moors with feathers and turbans on talking to these white males. Because of that, that's what led to the conference in Belgium. They've been reorganizing everything ever since because of the Prophet and Garvey. Garvey was going to have the army, and then the Prophet was going to have the movement, which would be the government. Because through Garvey, he had North, Central, and South America. You had Garveyites in Honduras, in Bolivia, and places like that, all over. That's when the white man talk about the Marxist republics and all of that, that's us. They not talk about the niggas that was following Marx and all that. That's the cover. The pattern of intergovernment relationship between the United States as a corporation or business and the South America has always been coup d'etat, destabilization, mass genocide. This is what they do. That's what they've been doing in South America. That's why everybody from South America wound up here. Forced migration to then come in and have to work in the United States under a false designation. Your nationality gone. And now in your country, they buying up the land and taking your house and turning it into a condo for some white man to leave for the white man who you work for to come down there on vacation and buy the house that you had to leave. So what? Because I can understand it to that level, or I understand it on that level, that means I hate white people or I hate South American people? No. It means I understand it to such a degree that I'm not even caught up to the point where anybody who